Welcome to Chana Talks Live TV. I'm Chana Gilman, your relationship mastery mentor. If I cut off, I'll move to another place from the building. I had something happen that I just have to share with you because it was I've learned it and I know it, but it was such an experience in my life. You all know that I had surgery on my finger, and it's very sensitive at the tip, and it needs to be protected. So Thursday, I went to the follow-up appointment of, hi everybody who's here. I went to the follow-up appointment for my finger. Now, the doctor said, he took my hand. I'm holding a selfie stick, so I can't use both hands, but he said, "How is your finger?" So I said, there's no pain, but it's very sensitive right here. So he took my hand and he started feeling around with my thumb. And then he said again, "Where does your finger hurt?" So I said, "Right here." And he took my hand. Hey, Bart! Oh my gosh, hi! He took my hand and he started pressing my thumb. And he goes, "Does it hurt anywhere here?" I said, "No." I said, "Don't you remember that you did surgery on my finger? Why do you keep asking me about my thumb?" And then he told me what is, I guess, considered a sense of humor doctor story. And the story went like this, that a woman came in, this was a hand doctor, and a woman came in and the doctor said, "What's bothering you?" And she said, "I hurt in certain areas." And he said, "Where do you hurt?" So she says, "I hurt here, and I hurt here, and I hurt here." So he took her finger and he pressed and it didn't hurt, and he pressed and it didn't hurt, and he pressed and it didn't hurt. So he took her finger and she goes, "Ouch!" Is that not brilliant? This is called false neuroassociation. And how much do we do this in our lives? He wanted to make sure that my finger didn't hurt because my thumb was hurting when I pressed my finger. Get it? Do you do this in your life? If you're a single woman and you date, and 3 of your last guys just like disappeared, and then you meet a really nice guy and he says, "I'll call you Monday at 8, and he doesn't call, do you just say, "Ugh, he's just like everyone else, I'm done"? But maybe he had an emergency. Maybe he had to take someone to the hospital. Maybe he got stuck in a meeting. Maybe. Are you false neuroing association those 3 with this great guy? Do you have a teenager that, just because he did something twice, or she wore something you didn't like twice, do you assume the next time they do it, they're like gone and, throw them out, it doesn't work? Do you constantly associate this with that? Because here's what I want to tell you, beautiful women. This is never that, right? If you meet a good guy, you can't assume that he's them. It's like, very often new parents bathe their child in the kitchen sink, right? I used to do that with my boys. And so now the kid's about a year old and he's sitting on the edge of the counter and he falls off the counter onto the floor. And he's okay, but he's crying. Now you finish the bath, you go out, and now you're walking him back into the kitchen, and he sees the floor and bursts out crying. He's associating the floor with what happened to him. He didn't realize he shouldn't have been sitting on a counter that made him fall. Do you understand? How often, and we all do this, it's a human experience, that we associate this with that. And I'm here to tell you it is rarely ever that. It is this. And if you are a beautiful single woman, it can be with a husband, it could be with the guys you're dating. Stop it, because you're shooting yourself in the foot. You've got to find your voice, you've got to learn to ask questions. But this isn't that. And my finger was sensitive, not my thumb. and my doctor knew what he was doing. So I want you to think of my finger and thumb the next time you're just assuming that this is that. Stop it. It's not how it works. Break those connections. Become a conscious thinker. So much of this being that is the fact of the subconscious paradigm thinking. No, we've got to get away from that. Give everybody, well, you know what? I was going to say a second chance. But if there are people in your life that you care about, give everyone 1,000 second chances. Yes. Give everyone 1,000 second chances. The Jews that are part of here with me, we're heading into our new year, Rosh Hashanah, Wednesday night. Isn't that what we're asking God for? 1,000 second chances for everything I messed up on. Start to do that in your life. Give your kids 1,000 second chances. And your husband and your sister and your mother and whoever. And please remember as you go through your week, this is not that. I'm Chana Gilman, your relationship mastery mentor. If you like my videos, please share them. Join my Facebook group at Relationship Mastery with Confidence and Dignity. Bye, everybody.